Hey there, you're watching the Data Dispatch. Thank you for tuning in. And as you can probably tell, I'm about to go on another trip, and this is my gear, and I just wanted to talk to you about it. This will be a very similar video to the one I just posted about going to Eagle Rock Loop and the things I took, but I have a few extra warm things that we'll talk about later, some extra camera equipment, a different stove. So hopefully find some value in it. So let's get started. My food, I like to lay out this way, sort of vertically, breakfast to lunch. I tend to go, sorry, that's the wrong direction. I like to go hot breakfast with some coffee, then on the trail, just some snacks and stuff, pro bars, epic bars. That moon cheese will get spread out. I've got some extra, they make these little marshmallow things that I'll pack in there too for some sweets. And then a hot dinner with a dessert and some decaffeinated green tea. Still the same tent, the Z-Packs Duplex in camo. I have the Cuban fiber poles that they sell to pull out the head and the foot end. I take the MSR Groundhog Steak, 6 of them. I could definitely go lighter, but again, I think I mentioned it before, I think that's just stupid light. And then just the shepherd hooks for the non-critical areas to hold out the head and the foot end where those poles pull it out for more room. Unfortunately, at Lost Creek, hopefully I mentioned it, we're going to the Lost Creek Wilderness area in Colorado. There's a burn ban, and SBITs are not allowed, so I'm going to take the Snow Peak Light Max. I like to take this little stand that attaches to the bottom of the canister stove. But I still take the Gossamer Gear Cuban Cozy, and that Totes 850 pot. A canister fits right inside with all this stuff, and that wraps around, and it's a nice little compact package still. They have told us that bears are active in the area, but bear cans are not required, so I'm going to take my Ursack and hang with that odor-proof sack on the interior. I'll repack all this food into freezer bags. It just is way less space, and I guess if you worry about BP, they're supposedly BP free, but I eat 20 meals out of my year or something, so I'm not that concerned. A little piece of cord and a carabiner to hang. The bee-free water filter with a 3-liter behind it. The one that's in is just a spare. I will filter into a smart water bottle that I'll pick up in Denver. If you follow this channel at all, you know that I'm a big fan of the Katabatic Palisade, so that's what I'm taking on this trip. I've got a pillow, and there's 2 sleeping pads here. I know the Thermarest X-Lite was my primary air pad, and then I like to take this Z-Lite almost as like a chair alternative. I lay it down on the ground, just lay down. I'll probably cut a couple squares off of it. My friend gave me that idea. It'll be almost just as useful and save me, I don't know, I think it's 4 ounces. But yeah, I just like carrying it. I think it serves so many purposes. It's kind of heavy at half a pound or just over, but I like it, and so I take it. It's one of my luxuries. Down here, it's just toiletries, some toilet paper, some toothbrushes. I like these whisk brushes instead of taking actual toothpaste with a brush. Sunscreen, some bug spray. I've heard the bugs can be bad on this trip, and some hand wipes. General gear, they all go into this little ditty bag right here. A headlamp, the bear bell is just attached to my bag. A trowel, like I said, I've heard that the bugs can be bad, so that is a bug head net. A little camp towel. Mostly I carry that, not even for my dishes or anything, just to wipe off the interior of the duplex in case we catch some super wet, in case we catch some rain. I don't know, what am I talking about? And I like to carry a notebook and a pencil. I know I could write it all down on my phone, but it saves battery, and I just like writing it down that way. I like to tactile feel it or something. A little emergency kit with some medicine I have to take, a space blanket, and these are just some spare water droplets, some like iodine type some water purifier tablets, just in case my filter breaks or somebody else's filter breaks. They weigh, I don't even think they register on my scale. Okay, my clothes. My friend likes to call me Thurston Howell because of the way I like to sleep, and we'll get into some of that puppy stuff in a minute. My rain gear is an old Marmot rain jacket I've had for years, and then a Z-Packs Z-Packs kilt for my legs, spare pair of underwear, some wool socks to change into at the camp. There's an ex officio long sleeve shirt. It holds absolutely no insulating value whatsoever, but it will keep the sun off of me. Pair of gloves, some Gossamer Gear booties. Again, this is just like getting into pure luxury down here. I just like the way they feel, and they're super light. They're like 2 ounces maybe. Mountain Hardwear beanie in case it gets cold. I'm probably going to actually leave that behind because I forgot that jacket that is in Montbell Frost Smoke Parka, that actually has a hood. So I'm going to probably take that out. I only decided I was going to go on this trip a few days ago, so what I did was just sort of take every single thing I could possibly need out, and then I'll pull some of this as we get closer here in a few days and I check the weather. Like I said, that's the Montbell Frostmoth Parka. I am taking that. I'm debating between a pair of this just long underwear or some Montbell down pants. Those are actually lighter and provide more insulating value, but yeah, I'll probably just take those actually and take those out. So that'll save half a pound. In the electronics end, this is a drone legal environment, so I'm taking my drone. This will be the first trip ever. I'm taking my Sony a6300 with the telephoto lens. So I'm obviously have to take the big battery. That is a life-proof case for my iPhone. Microphone for the video for the a6300. GoPro with a spare back. Well, I take the two backs, one that's waterproof, one that's not. It's more weight efficient to actually just carry more batteries instead of a battery charger. I think the battery charger weighs like 3 ounces, and each one of those is just under 3/4 of an ounce. Little Pedco tripod, which is pretty cool. It can fit both the GoPro or the a6300. It's got this cool Velcro thing that'll like attach to a tree or something if I want to do that. Some headphones I like to listen to at night, and my DeLorme tracker. That all goes in my Z-Pax Arc Blast with a little, I've never carried this before, it doesn't match. It's my friend's, he's letting me borrow it. That's where I'm going to put the a6300 and the spare lens in there in a waterproof sack. Well, that's actually supposed to be waterproof as well, but just for extra protection. So that's it. That is the list. That is my gear. It looks like a lot. I'm going to pull some of it out. This will be the heaviest I've been in a while. I think this is almost 29 pounds. Well, fully loaded with all my food, assuming I'm taking, and then I'm carrying 1.5 liters of water. I think I'm at 29 pounds, which is many more pounds than I'd like to be. But I'm really excited on trying all of having the extra camera gear and stuff. Hopefully that yields some better photos, some better videos, and this is going to be an easier trip than we've done in a while, so I think it's the one to try it. So that's it. Hopefully you found this useful at all. If you think I'm doing something stupid, like I said before, please let me know. Or if you found anything useful on it or have any questions, please hit me up in the comments. Until next time, go have some fun outside. I am definitely about to. Thanks for tuning in.